For over 200 years, every historian, every textbook, every school in the world has told you the same thing. The pyramids were built as tombs for the pharaohs. There's just one problem. Not a single pharaoh has ever been found inside one. Let's start with what they taught us. Around 2560 BC, Pharaoh Khufu, one of the most powerful rulers in human history, decided he wanted the biggest tomb ever built. So he gathered 100,000 workers, spent 20 years, and moved 2.3 million stone blocks, each one weighing between 2 and 80 tons, to build the Great Pyramid of Giza. When he died, his body would rest inside, protected forever. That's the story. Clean, simple, logical. Except nothing about it is actually true. Here's where it gets uncomfortable for historians. The Great Pyramid has 3 chambers inside it: the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and a subterranean chamber deep underground. Explorers first entered the pyramid in 820 AD, then again in the 1800s, then with modern technology in the 1900s. Every single time, the chambers were empty. No mummy, no treasure, no inscriptions, no canopic jars, nothing. Now, you might say, grave robbers took everything, and that's exactly what historians said. But here's the problem with that theory. When archaeologists found the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922, a minor pharaoh, it was absolutely packed. 5,000 objects, gold everywhere, perfectly preserved after 3,000 years. If grave robbers were so efficient they emptied the Great Pyramid completely, why did they leave Tutankhamun's tomb almost untouched? Something doesn't add up. Now let's talk about the pyramid itself, because the more you study it, the more impossible it becomes. The Great Pyramid is 481 feet tall. For 3,800 years, it was the tallest structure on Earth. We only beat it in 1311 AD with Lincoln Cathedral in England. It contains 2.3 million stone blocks. To build it in 20 years, as the official story claims, workers would have needed to place 1 block every 2 minutes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 20 straight years. And these aren't small blocks. The average block weighs 2.5 tons. Some weigh 80 tons. With ancient ramps and ropes, engineers today have tried to replicate this. With modern cranes and equipment, moving an 80-ton block precisely into position takes hours. But the most mind-bending part isn't the size, it's the precision. The base of the Great Pyramid covers 13 acres. It's almost perfectly level. The 4 corners differ in height by less than 1 inch. The 4 sides are aligned to true north, south, east, and west with an accuracy of 0.05 degrees. Your GPS phone has worse accuracy than that. How does a civilization with no wheels, no iron tools, and no written mathematics achieve this? And more importantly, why? Why go through all of this just for a tomb? In the 1990s, a man named Robert Bauval made a discovery that shook the academic world. He noticed something strange about the 3 Giza pyramids. They're not in a straight line. They're slightly offset. For years, nobody could explain why. Then Bauval looked up at the night sky. The 3 stars of Orion's belt, one of the most recognizable constellations in the sky, are arranged in the exact same pattern, the same offset, the same size ratio. The Egyptians didn't build a tomb, they built a map of the heavens on Earth. But why Orion? Because to the ancient Egyptians, Orion represented Osiris, the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and eternal life. They weren't burying pharaohs, they were launching them. The pyramid wasn't a resting place, it was a machine, a spiritual machine, designed to project the pharaoh's soul directly into the constellation of Osiris after death. The chambers, the shafts, the angles, everything was precisely calculated to align with specific stars at specific times. Archaeologist Robert Bauval found that narrow shafts inside the King's Chamber point directly at Orion's belt, at the exact angle they would have been in 2500 BC.